Hello, this is Dattaji, and I am preaching the spiritual knowledge of Sri Dattaswami. The first creation that came from God is space, or inert energy. Akasa, which is space, and Tejas, which is inert energy, are one and the same because the space is a form of inert energy only. Matter, work, light, heat, sound, electricity, magnetism, and awareness are also other forms of inert energy. Our imagination cannot cross the limits of space. The link or process of production between God and space is also unimaginable like God. This link is beyond space and God is beyond this link. The space is called Mahat. The link is called as Avyaktam, which means unimaginable. The Parabrahman is mentioned as purusha. The Veda says that Avyaktam is beyond the space and purusha is beyond Avyaktam. God is first, space is second, air is third. We can explain the generation of the third item from the second, but not the second from the first. The second and third are imaginable items. Space or energy became air. Air means atoms. This is energy condensing into matter. This process of condensation is explicable and debatable. This process is parinama, or Vivarta. If matter is different from energy only by quantitative way, it is Vivarta, like water condensed to ice. Vivarta brings only physical difference. The parinama is qualitative difference, like milk becoming curd. Before the creation of matter, only energy exists. If energy is condensed, it should be Vivarta process only, which is physical. But if all the matter is energy only, how the qualitative difference came between items of matter? There cannot be qualitative difference between blocks of ice having various sizes. One block of ice may be more concentrated or condensed, but it cannot bring a qualitative difference. But the qualitative difference between the milk and the curd is practically experienced in the world. Milk and curd are also condensed products of the same energy and may have quantitative difference. Thus this point of contradiction brings the unimaginability, which is the characteristic of God. Therefore the presence of the unimaginable power of God, or Mayam, is everywhere in the world. The Gita says that this Prakruti is also Mayam. Thus the entire world is affected by the hidden power of God, or Mayam, which is known by deep analysis. When the energy and work are essentially the same, the different quantities of energy drops, or electrons, giving rise to different properties means different works of God giving rise to different properties. Here the wonder is that the working material and work are one and the same in essence. Therefore the unimaginable God does wonderful works, and his work itself is the working material. The work is the power of God, which itself is the working material. All this creation is work without any separate working material, because the working material itself is a form of work. According to science also, any material or matter is a form of energy, and work is also a form of the same energy. Thus this wonder exists in science, which says that matter is condensed from energy. For the process of condensation, space is required, and the space should be different from the energy for the process of condensation to take place. But space is a form of energy as per the special theory of relativity. In such case, how the energy is condensed? Because space is also energy. This is another wonder. Like this, when this nature or Prakruti is analyzed, it is a wonder only, as said in Gita. Thus Mayam becomes the inner substratum of the world. God is the substratum of Mayam. Thus God is the final substratum of this world. The generation of matter on condensation of energy and the transformation of matter into energy by dilution are wonders in the context of space being the energy. Thus the generation, maintenance on substratum and dissolution are works of Mayam, which means wonders of God. Such wonder is for souls only, and is well known to God, and therefore it is not a wonder to God. Thus Mayam is a logic or science for God. Just like nature is a logical science to the souls, it is only higher logic or super science of God which is above the level of souls.
కాశీవాస కాలభైరవ కరుణించవేళ కాలకంధర విషయవాసనలు విషసర్పములై కాటువేయగా నేనేమి చేతు హాలాహలమును మధురామృతముగా త్రాగిన దేవా కాపాడరావా కామాది గుణములు కలి రాక్షసులు క్రమ్ముకొనిరినను నేనేమి చేతు కాముని త్రిపురుల చూచి బూడిదెగ చేసిన దేవా చేతుకొనరావా చింతల పలుగుల పోటుల చిత్తము చూర్ణమయ్యనుగ నేనేమి చేతు అట్టహాసమున జగముల చూర్ణము కావించుదేవా కరుణించలేవా ఏకాగ్రతతో ఏకదృష్టితో నిన్ను చూడలేను నేనేమి చేతు ఏకాద్వితీయ హే దత్తదేవ మదనదాహక మాం పాహి పాహి కాశీవాస కాలభైరవ కరుణించవేళ కాలకంధర